Corinth. So it is one thing for you to be a teacher. It is one thing for you to be a doctor. It is one thing for you to be also a soldier. It is one thing for you to be what you are through the career that God has chosen for you. And you see the difference between Christians and Muslims. Let me talk about this. Muslims take their religion into their business. They are very adamant. They put all their wares, they are there, just there. And they want to show that really they are Muslims and they are in this shop. But we Christians, we shy away from our faith. We shy away from our faith. Even if it's very difficult to tell someone hallelujah in a shop. Why? Why is that? Why is that? Because of something that is called timidity. I call that timidity. Timidity. What is timidity? Shyness. I don't know how I'm feeling. But feelings have got nothing to do with gospel. That is the big business. So we are being told our workplace is the mission field. If God gives you a big shop, you put placards there for God called up the one that He gave His only begotten Son. You can even some pamphlets. When the customers come and buy, you give them pamphlets. This is what the meaning of your workplace is a mission field. You don't just make sense and then it's like that and then you're going home to pray. Not like that. You have to carry your faith to your workplace. You are the missionary in that place. Just like the little girl we saw in Naaman's house. She knew the footsteps. She was a little light. And she could see the problem that is taking place in that general life. And she knew she had the answer. And she shared the gospel with the world. You can imagine how brave she was. She must have had a very good relationship with the lady. And she told them, oh man, there is a prophet in Israel who can solve your husband's problem. Oh, and the wife also went and shared that to her husband. And the husband went to Israel. And he looked for, even he did not see Elisha. He never told him he was in Israel. Only Elisha told Gehazi to go and tell him it was 7 times in Germany. And he made a lot of praise. Why did he come out? But he went and, watched and his record was reached. And then when that anger came, do you think that girl could be the same again? Just imagine that girl. Now Naaman is coming back, he went with his leprosy, he's coming back. The Bible says that his whole body became like the body of a child. The skin. He was restored. Tell me that girl. Could the life of that girl be the same again? It could not be the same again. Even if she is a slave girl, she is a captive. Look at Joseph. When Joseph went to Egypt, he realized his mission field. That is Joseph. He realized his mission field. And now what is the mission field? The kingdom of God came upon this place. It came upon his workplace. He's working in Potiphar's house, and everything that he touches is blessed. Everything that he does was passed. Because, as you remember, it is all about realizing your identity as a missionary and as an evangelist. Just as we had yesterday, we were listening from Pastor Mary. She was talking much about realization of identity. If you have your identity, you have to carry your identity, the identity of a missionary, the identity of an evangelist within the mission field. And so when that happens, what do you get? You get blessing of? Blessing of? Meeting. Blessing of meeting is that you collect every meeting that you have. God does not allow people to come into your life accidentally. It does not just happen that you meet people accidentally. God has prepared these people for you in order for you to connect these meetings with evangelism. Imagine God's plan when this girl was being taken captive from Israel and she's going to work inside the house of Naaman. and she's just there. But she's a prayerful girl. She's a servant girl. She was a girl. And then one day, she realizes this is the moment. She shared the gospel. And the answer came, and her life was changed. She carried her faith to her workplace. This is what Paul did here. We are praying here in Acts chapter 18. So, your workplace, carry your faith to your workplace. Let your workplace become a church. Actually, let it become a temple. Let it become a place where Christ is glorified. Let it become a place where the gospel is praised. Yes, it has to be like that. There is a big difference between people who have realized that and people who have not. And even when you go into the workplace, you have to pray for that workplace. Lord, may this workplace become a workplace where the kingdom of God is praised, where disciples are made. May this workplace become a church. That is very true. That is where we institute the gospel culture within the workplace. And so the sixth foundation is that your workplace is your mission field. Here, God gives you blessing of meeting, you meet people, the kingdom of God comes, and this is the place where the kingdom of God is spread. Me, I have the habit of using my own money, and I go and print those stickers with Bible verses. So when I go into a car, I just request the trainer, please kindly, can you allow me to put this sticker here? And I put a sticker, Jesus is the Christ, Matthew 16. That is what I do. Even in my hometown, I have put stickers in hotels. When I go and sit down there, I tell them, please, can you allow me to put this sticker here for God so loved the world? Because when somebody will read that message, that message will imprint deeply. And every time they come and see for God so loved the world, every time they see for God so loved the world, and He gave His only begotten Son, that is the essence of evangelism. Because your workplace is supposed to be a place where God is glorified. So, because your workplace is supposed to be a place where God is glorified. So, the seventh foundation is that God will provide everything. This was the complete message. God is the provider. That is the seventh foundation. Is the provider. As long as you realize the identity of a missionary, as long as you realize the identity of the evangelist, God has prepared everything actually in advance for you. You only need to realize that and enter as the message is going on and align yourself with God. It just happens naturally. God has prepared finances for that, for you individually. If you look at the Bible, God has prepared all these powers. But the key, as we saw, was spiritual power. When you are spiritually empowered, then you realize your identity. That Lord, I'm in this world because I'm a missionary. You have sent me to this field in order for you to bring your kingdom to every place I go. Then, when you realize that and you begin to live that kind of lifestyle, automatically God opens your eyes and you will see God's system of finances for you. Just suited for you. Okay? They are there. They are just there. God works like that. And I also came to realize that in my life. That when you are living the lifestyle of an evangelist and you have realized the things, you don't need to worry about anything. As long as you are within Matthew 6, that's okay. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these others shall be added unto you. Therefore, at times when we go through this training, the trainers tell us that when you get concerned for God, you must receive the result for that. What is the meaning of this? That when you are concerning yourself with the gospel, God also takes care of your life. When you take care of the gospel, you take care of the evangelism, when you are concerned is alive with Him, He takes care of everything. This is very true. And this word it takes place in your life. Therefore, it will not be limited. Financially, God knows how to restore your money. God knows how to restore you financially. He knows. He knows. So what we are being told, we are told not to run after success. But let our success be that we are after glorifying God everywhere. And we shall see God providing for everything. Because God, as you saw, has got a blueprint for our lives. Only that we must realize the kind of work that He has given to us. That we are evangelists, we are missionaries. We are not just like, having a fun ride in the world. We are on a mission, a heavenly mission. That is why they call it a heavenly mandate. Yes, that is why you are going to live a long life. A very long life. A very long life. Because you are going to put down the roots and you are going to receive answers. They are called the answers